Hi Christina, I'm here to talk to you about your bracelets. So first I'll start off with the abundance bracelet. I with the card that I've attached for both bracelets actually, but I talk about your life purpose vibration, which is what you came here to experience. So what you came here to express yourself in as well. So your life purpose vibration is 29112, which is awesome because it goes perfectly with the intention of abundance. So 29 is like one of the rare numbers that the energy of this number is that you have had probably you have had challenges in your younger years. You have had things that you had to grow from, things that you had to learn from earlier in life, and as you grow into that and you gather all that wisdom, you put it to financial use, you put it to commercial use, so meaning that you can take all of that wisdom and direct it towards building a business, directed towards making a business better, directing it towards, having that wisdom be a direct source of your financial well-being through work. I know that financial well-being could come in so many different ways, but specifically through work. So it's great. It's great. I mean, it's a really good number. Like, I almost wish I had that number. I know that it's challenging at the beginning, but there's just so much potential with it. So 29, if I break down the 29, that is the aspect of having the challenges that you had to gather wisdom from that you are able to put to commercial use. And then we move down to 11 because it's 29, 11, 2. 11 is really about paving your own way. So you're doing something that's very original, very inventive. You have to walk through the pillars of truth, which is your truth. And most likely you will have to make way and make new environments. So it sort of ties into when you were telling me exactly what you want from your employer, Oh, so weird. We could see my neighbor's house in the window. We didn't see that before. Sorry. So I just had a brain fart. I'm sorry. So, so paving your own way. Yes, so what we were talking about. So me asking you, do you really believe in this job being there? And then the feedback was perfect because you said, oh, you know what, I started something and it really feels like it's going to be something that you are going to push to create from fresh, from new. Maybe you're going to create a whole new un nouveau poste, something that doesn't exist anymore or ever, and you are going to create that. So that's how the 11 can manifest. Also, one of the strengths of the 11 is that you're a teacher. It's really natural for you to teach. Again, ties into all of that wisdom that you gathered. So I'm not sure exactly what it is that you do, but I could totally see that being activated, and it feels like this bracelet is just going to be an add-on to the alignment that you're already on and moving forward in. So I hope that made sense. Oh, and the 2, let me touch on based on the 2. So the 11 can be an intense, this is a master number, so it could be a little bit intense to live up to. It's as if there is, whenever you have a master number, it's as if there's a plug that's plugged into you and that's pumping this energy that you, if you're not aware of it, can feel oh my God, I have something to do. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to accomplish myself. I have to, and so once we become aware of that energy, you can sort of sit back in it, and it becomes something that is propelling you, which is great. As opposed to it being a stressor. So as opposed to having to live up to this expectation, knowing that the energy is there to help you live up to it. You know what I mean? It's subtle, but it makes a difference. So then if you don't resonate with that energy, you might fall under a 2. So the 2, it's nice. You can either switch from vibrations, so from 29, 11, 2, or you can embody all 3 of them. And it happens sometimes that for some people, the master numbers are too intense, and then they decide to go with the the sort of root number, which is less intense. So the 2 being your less intense vibration, which makes you somebody who likes to go with the flow, who likes to take a little bit more of a passive stand. Like you rather let things happen than like really go for them. You're super nice and what's that word? What did I write? Let me see. When you like to keep the peace, harmony, not wanting. So you cooperative. There we go. So you are cooperative instead of facing conflict. That's more of your nature. It can also make you indecisive sometimes because like you rather somebody else sort of make that decision for you. But I feel like you're probably living into that. You are already connected to your 11 vibration, and know that you can always access. If you're more in a 2 space, that's perfect. And then whenever you need to make decisions or you need to like move forward, you can say, okay, universe, sort of like if you were talking to your angels and say like, okay, I need to embody this 11 vibration and see it move inside of you and help you take those decisions. I hope that makes sense. So for your abundance bracelet, we have garnet, which is it's a luxurious stone. It's a stone that is very connected, it's very grounded, it's very connected to the divine feminine, but it's also about physical security. It stimulates really well the root chakra. It's about physical security on a financial level and on a physical level. And it brings an element of luxury. So just really basking in that energy and creating more of that energy for yourself. Then you have the petrified wood. Petrified wood is good for transformation. It's good for slow, steady growth, which comes back to you creating something new, you following your path. So slow, steady growth, transformation, and physical vitality are the qualities of this stone. And then finally you have pyrite, and pyrite is a masculine stone. So this is why I say wear them at different times at first, and then eventually you can combine them. But pyrite is, so it's all about willpower and determination and making physical, like making money and being very confident and just having the drive to push forward in a very masculine kind of way versus like, I don't know if you know what I mean by masculine and feminine, but like just with a little bit more aggression, in a good way. And then you have the gold bead on here. You have the gold bead on here. Then finally, the fertility bracelet, which I called starting a family bracelet, because you guys didn't start trying yet. So we don't know that you really have necessarily fertility issues. It's more, I feel like you're more at the point of like, we know that this is what we want, but when do we want it? And how much do we really want it? And really like, can we really talk about what it is that we want and like be clear about it? So you have the blue lace agate. The blue lace agate is really good for clear, authentic communication. And so I connected it also to your partner because this is something that you guys have to do together, obviously. So for both of you, speaking up your truth about maybe your fears, about your wishes, just really getting down to the truth of what the matter is. Clear, authentic communication. And finding a harmonious space between those. And then having the confidence to move forward with that. So that's all in this blue stone. Then you have the smoky quartz, which is this light gray one. It's a really, really nice quality of smoky quartz. And what this does is that it brings an aspect of organization, practicality, discernment, grounding, like being very, very structured in the decision that you are going to make, and then knowing how to move forward with your decision for it to be the most comfortable for you. And then finally, we have the green stone, which is a ruby zoisite, also an amazing quality of ruby zoisite. It has it's such a fresh color, very, very stimulating for the heart chakra. But more importantly, this stone is really good for stimulating physical vitality, for growth. And I mean, you can give this to a child who's growing, and this helps with physical development. But really at the base of what it is I write this. It is a stone of fertility and growth at the bottom of it. So having that fertile ground to for your seeds to grow, for your process, wherever it is that you need support within your process. Really helping you to connect to that, really helping you to connect to the physical health, well-being. Physical health, well-being supports the reproductive process, fertility, and optimal development is what I wrote. So it's different for your friend because for her, it is, I feel like it's no longer a situation about fertility. It's more about what's going on energetically. You know, whether it's the soul's not ready to come in yet, whether it's this is not really the right path for them, or it's just not the right time. Like, it's just, there's a shift that needs to happen for it to happen. Do you know what I mean? You know how some people, like they can't have kids for years, they try everything and then they decide to adopt and then they fall pregnant? There's a shift that happens energetically, and that's really more what her bracelet touches on, is really about bringing more happiness and seeing things from a different perspective and being okay with where things are at, and also removing blockages that might be holding her back from getting there. But it's working on a different level than what you need for this specific. I know it's similar, but not really, not the same situation. So I hope all of this made sense. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel with the bracelets. This one has silver on it because silver is connected to the divine feminine, so it's a very feminine yin energy. And I hope you love them. And thank you again for always supporting a small business and choosing to get your jewelry from me. So thank you. Have a great day.